9, 8.
You're watching
7,
Experience Comic Culture and Sales.
5,
Streaming live daily to
4,
Facebook, YouTube,
3,
Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
Hello, and welcome to Sketch Up with Mog and Mel. I'm Sean. This is my cat, Nori. Tonight, we're going to have a great show because we have Ink and Drink Long Beach members here with me tonight. A lot of my good friends. It's going to be 6 artists. We're going to be giving 3 giveaways, lots of great art, and you want to stick around. You want to hang out. Probably because my cat's going to show up again, but who knows? And we're going to do an intro right now. All right, so we're back. Mog and Mel asked me to host the show again tonight. They're away at Heroes Con in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you are in that area, go check them out. They're going to be at table number 621 in Artist Alley. And yeah, like I said, it's going to be 6 artists tonight. And we are all going to be drawing. I made a drawing. I'm going to be sketching. Let me show you what I made, and then we can go around to everybody else. I did Vampire Hunter D, right? Yay, Vampire Hunter D. Everybody remember that anime? It was really cool. And that's up for $50. That's right. So let's go ahead, go around to the rest of the room. It's not really a room, though, like in its own thing. And introduce everybody else. We got, hey, Philip. Philip, who wants to go first? How's it going, Philip? So tell me what you're going to be drawing, how much it's going to be costing.
I will be drawing fan favorite Deadpool with an assortment of baddies and good guys coming at him. And starting is going to be $65.
Awesome, possum. And do you want to tell anybody or the people out there about yourself a little? You don't have to.
Sure. I'm an artist and illustrator. I'm based out of New Mexico. I am an old man, or at least I feel like an old man, and I like to draw monsters.
All right, awesome, possum. Let's go ahead and go to the next artist. We got Nathaniel here. Nathaniel, say hi to everybody. Hello.
What up, internet?
What are you drawing, and how much? And then tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure, I am drawing Krang of the Ninja Turtles fame. This is 8.5 by 11 inches. It's going to be $80. We're having a starting bid at $80, so everybody get ready to start claiming this. And I'm going to be painting and using multimedia. I'm a self-published author, writer. I like making comics. I make this comic called Dark Mouse, and I draw as much as I possibly can. And that's all I'm going to say right now. You can't make me say any more.
Awesome. Hi, Kenneth. We see you out here on the comments. Good to see you here tonight. Next, we have Jason Lego.
Hey.
There we go.
How's it going, everybody?
See, before they were just putting people up, and then I had to call their name. But now I called the name, and they did what I. All right, JD, you're doing a great job. Jason Lego, tell us what you're going to be drawing tonight, and how much it's going to cost, and then a little bit about yourself.
Sure thing. Tonight, I'll be drawing Cammy of Street Fighter fame. You can see her on the light box there. Got some boot action. I'm a Southern California-based artist. I've done a lot of environmental work to try to make art a little bit more sustainable. But my passion is comics, and I love doing stuff with the Ink and Drink crew.
Awesome, possum. Next, we have Erwin Papa. Erwin.
What's up, Sean? What's up, everybody?
Hello. You know the drill. Tell us what you're drawing, how much it costs, and a little bit about yourself.
I'm drawing this She-Hulk 8.5 by 11. Starting bid $50. What else we got? I'm giving away my art book, Gangsters Boys. Here's a little quick flip through. All full color, maybe a little bit some black and white. About myself, comic book artist, sculptor, and co-founder of one of the co-founders of Ink and Drink, and our next event is June 27th, I believe.
Speaking of June, is June here yet? Do we see him, JD?
I haven't seen
Yay or nay?
I have not seen such a man.
No, not quite yet.
Okay.
I've not even heard from such a man.
Okay. So June the Goon is supposed to be here tonight, but if you guys don't know, he's a new dad. He was with us maybe I think the week before. I can't remember, but yeah, he's been killing it in a lot of other ways. And being a new dad, he also has he has San Diego Comic Con coming up in July. So very busy gentleman. And but Erwin mentioned his Gangster Boys, right? And that's his art book that he's given away. We actually have a few giveaways, and so don't forget to enter that by hashtag experience ink and drink. That should be in the comments soon, and I can put it in there right now actually. And we have a few other giveaways. Why don't you start your giveaway, Nathaniel?
Yeah, I'm going to be taking a regular old envelope, and I'm going to be making it amazing, drawing and painting on it, and making just some cool custom art. And I'm going to be mailing that out to whoever wins that.
All right, and then you have a giveaway too, Jason. Can you show that real quick?
Yeah, totally. So this is a Squished Again print, and it's based on the Robert Crumb Stoned Again piece. You got a little melty, having a squishy.
He's having a bad day,
Yeah.
but a good day too. Look at that. It's so pretty. Hey, JD, I tried to post that in there, but then it said I had to hook up to YouTube. And no, I can't post it in there because I don't have time for that. So if you could post that in there, I posted it in the private chat. Hashtag experience ink and drink for those giveaways, guys. And yeah, let's go ahead and go into what we need to be talking about. So ink and drink long reach has been around, I don't know, like only for has it been 3 years? You know, who can talk more about this? Erwin, tell us about it.
Ink and Drink. Thank you, Sean. Ink and Drink started in 2018. April 2018 was the first event. We've been doing it in Long Beach, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been doing it every month. It's a monthly event, live event, where we roll out paper onto tables and everyone's invited of any skill level to draw together. We do the venue at a bar, or we do the event at the bar. And what else do we do? Oh, we also have the weekly online events on Discord. I'll put the link for that as well. Oh, is it already up there? I think it is. Yes, it is. And our weekly online events, we draw together online on an online canvas and also chat in the audio channel on Discord. So it's kind of like a digital version of our in-person event. And then we've also been making group projects which we funded through Kickstarter. Our current project is the cyberpunk newspaper called Mass Cybernetics, organized by the guest, our friend Jason Lego, and it's swell. It's super swell. I would say that.
We're going to be going through that pretty soon. This is what it looks like in newspaper print. And Jason, talk about like where you got the inspiration for the newspaper print.
Yeah. So a lot of it came from seeing a James Jean sketchbook that was printed out in newsprint. Seeing the art big and raw was really inspirational and made me think like, wow, we got to see more art like this. And then also it was coming to terms with kind of like what's going on with AI, and we're in a weird spot with all that. So how does a traditional artist find space and make some cool art?
Yeah. And how many artists are involved in this?
We got 25, something about there, around there. 25 artists, illustrators. There's a couple articles. You get a little bit of everything in here.
All right. Hey, JD, I actually have it, the files to show a little bit more. This is what it's going to look like as a newspaper that Jason is showing. But let me go ahead and present on my screen so we can show sort of everybody who's looking at home what it's really going to look like, right? So here we go. Actually, I'm a little deep in. So right here is the cover, and then I'm going to go through a bunch of artists here. And it's really interesting because we not only had artists who wanted to do illustration, but we also had artists that wanted to do, like crossword puzzles and like little write-ups and things like that to make it sort of more of like a periodical in magazine form. And then we even have like really cool graphic design like this. And who did these? Who did those? Do you know?
Oh, so that was Nuketan. www.nuketan.com.
Yeah.
He had like this kind of idea to do like almost like a max headroom type thing.
Yeah.
And he wrote up in that text that's all about just people complaining about the next big thing and how that's all kind of part of the system.
Yeah. And he did that in CG, huh? That's
Yes.
pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was really cool to see. He turned it out quick.
And who did this one? I love the goggles on this one. This one's actually pretty neat.
That was Gabriel McCandless. I love how fun it is, and the color on it it's so perfect.
It really, really pops. And let's see here what else we got. Little short stories that people have done. Nick did this. And then here we have an ad for Mr. Irwin Papa and Warwick. Is it Warwick Walker?
Warwick.
Yeah. This is Vile, number 1.
It's real. Go buy it now.
Go buy it now. Find it in those stores. Oh, here's mine. Yep. And then we have more ET stuff. ET is like a running joke, I think it is, in the whole ink and drink. There you go. There's ET right there. I don't know why it's a running joke.
Hey, dude, that's you.
Dude, why is it a running joke, Erwin?
Because I don't like him. I don't like
this. I think he looks weird.
I'm scared of this thing.
Different. All right. So there's a lot more and really cool artists that, like, here's even more Erwin stuff that contributed to it. Definitely check it out. We have the Kickstarter up right now, and we're what? How deep are we into that right now, Jason?
Last I checked, we were about 60%. So we're 60% through funding. This thing is done. So all we got to do is figure out how many to print.
And then shipping.
Yeah. But we wanted to make sure, with all of our Kickstarters so far, we've delivered on time, and we make sure that that's our priority, is having a quality product that gets to you on time. So
awesome.
It won't be a year out. It will be a month out.
All right. And also, like, with that, do you have commissions that people can like sign up for too in there as well? Like, what are the tiers and extra things that you have added to that? For the
yeah, definitely. So there are commissions. They're 8.5 by 11, black and white, single figure bust type things. Irwin has graciously offered a couple up. There's a few other fantastic artists, and those start at $100. There's also the add-on for the Sewer Boys. So if you missed out on that, you can get yourself a copy of the Sewer Boys. Nice thick guy right there. There's also a serigraph. So if you're kind of more of that fine art collector, you can get one of 50 limited serigraphs that we're doing, hand pulling those. And other than that, you can just get the real thing, and then there's one proof left. The other one was claimed already.
Oh, nice.
What is a serigraph? I don't remember off the top of my head. It's just like a
No,
really
no.
nice.
Paragraph is a group of sentences formed together and
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Serigraph's going to be a hand-pulled print using a silkscreen method.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. I just call it silkscreen print. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And when is this Kickstarter ending?
So it's going to end soon. I think we've got just about 2 weeks left.
All right.
It ends at the end of June.
Yeah. So you guys want to go ahead and go and contribute to that, get some cool art, get some cool stuff. No one's really doing anything like this. How long did it take you to find a newspaper printer for that, Jason? Because I think it was like a bit, right?
Too long. It's such a unique medium, and I've called so many different places and talked to so many different people, and it takes a while to get it moving, unfortunately. But yeah, we found one that's doing a really good job printing them up in an affordable cost. So that was a big part too. We wanted it to be able to, we wanted to get into the hands of the people.
And if this goes well and goes pretty far, I mean, and we meet the mark, is this something that you want to keep doing, or like?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. This is just the first of many, hopefully.
Yeah.
I'd like to do this as a quarterly project.
Yeah. So the thing about Ink and Drink, I would say, is that we've done our first two projects, right? Which were Sewer Boys, and then before that was Hornman and Juggy. Which Hornman and Juggy, I think we had it backed in like 2 days or something. It was crazy, right? At least that's what I remember. Do you remember that, Erwin?
I think
Sounds
so.
about
Yeah,
right.
it was in the first week, if not 3 days, two
Yeah.
or 3 days.
Yeah.
Sewer
And
Boys
then,
was, I think, also in a day.
yeah. Yeah. Which is to be expected when it comes to like properties that people are really, really familiar with. But we also want to say, like, as artists, for Ink and Drink, that we're more than just trying to get away with just using IPs, and that we'd like to go ahead and try to do our own thing, which we can talk about my stuff later that I've been heading up. But let's see, it's 7:19. We got about 10 minutes before our first break. Do you guys want to see if don't you guys have other art that you'd like to show off, maybe have for sale?
Sure.
Yeah,
Anybody?
let's do that.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Let's Erwin, you go first.
Let's all
I
go
have
at the same time.
I have some stuff. Let me grab it.
Okay, everyone talk at the same time. 1, 2, 3, go.
So this is Deadpool
All right. Yeah. This sounds good, right?
In my head.
Today, this is a character by Japanese artist Yasushi Nirasawa. This is the character name Nina Delano. Female character. I think she's part of a story world from Nirasawa. It's like a wasteland future where they have augmented limbs. Her gimmick is that she always has a big arm augment. And this is it's based on his character, but this is a design based on his Nirasawa style.
It's rad. How much are you asking
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that?
this is 100.
100?
Yeah, it's
Look at that detail.
8 by 10 ink.
Hello. You got anything else?
That's it.
That's it? Okay.
That's it.
Now, do you usually work at 8 by 10, Erwin?
8.5 by 11 for commissions now, and then 11 by 17 when I'm doing my comic art.
Yeah. It's somewhere always in between there. I go from like comic book cover size to like all the way to, I'm just trying to stick at like 11 by 14. When I go to anything bigger, I sort of feel like I'm running off the page and losing sight of everything. What about you, Philip? You got anything that you want to show off to sell?
No, just this drawing.
Just that one?
That's
I
all
know
I
you
got.
have more. I know you have more.
I'm currently backlogging through
Keep it simple.
commissions that I have because of my hand. So it is on the mend.
understand.
So I'm back in business, but I got nothing else to sell.
Look at this Deadpool. He's all chopped up, got guts hanging everywhere. That's your regular Deadpool. Oh, he's got a little chihuahua there.
He's got a chimichanga. He's got everything.
If you didn't know, Deadpool is Philip's favorite character of all time. Every time he talks about Deadpool, he's just so happy to talk about Deadpool and
true.
Venom. Is
I get
the
stars
best
in my
ever.
eyes.
Oh God.
Hey,
Yeah.
next time I come on, Philip, next time I come on, I'm gonna draw Venom just for you.
I love it.
Hey, can the artist bid on other people's work? Is that fair? Or is that...
I mean, you can. This
Sure,
is
why not?
America, baby. Why not? Why not? All right, Nathaniel, you got anything you want to show?
Yeah. What we got? Got this Post-it note pad. I'm gonna sell this for $100. Place your bids.
That's just potential ideas.
It's just so
That's
many.
Value. If you guys
So
didn't
many.
know. Yeah.
And no, I'm just kidding. I have this Deadpool blank sketch cover that I have painted the character with acrylic on. This is regular. This is Deadpool issue number 300, regular size comic, but with a blank variant with an original painting on the cover. And it is. I don't know if you can see the detail that well on there.
Yeah, we can see it. We can see.
Okay, cool.
How do your covers do when you are at cons and whatnot? I've always been told, like, hey man, you should probably try to do a blank cover illustrations and things like that, but I never do them because I'm just like terrified. And then I'm like, I have to go buy a cover, and I don't know what's super popular, and I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, it's honestly a lot easier when people bring them up to you. And to answer your question, not well. I don't do that well with them at shows. Like I sell one or two maybe at a show, but like really like one normally. But I try it. Like I have so many blanks that I bring with me, and I've just been trying to diligently like paint on them and have something ready to go. Like if I have something ready to go, then people will see it and they're like, oh, that's a cool character, that's a cool piece of artwork. Then it's more likely to sell. But like if I just leave my blanks there, like no one knows who I am, so like they don't really like make the jump. Like I realize that I've had to start creating more finished art. So like the more I do that, ask me again in a couple of months to see how it goes.
More finished art. What do you mean specifically by that?
But like because people don't know me and they don't know what my style is like I mostly have drawings of mice on my table because I make a comic called Dark Mouse, and so like they see these blank covers of like Deadpool or Spider-Man or whatever, and they're like, what? Like he draws a cool mouse, but I don't know how he's gonna do that thing, so I'm gonna just keep walking. So like I need to have finished like other fan art just so people can understand like what else I can do. Like I love, like you were saying, I love selling like my own stuff and like telling people about my Dark Mouse character, but that's not everybody's flavor. So trying to make more finished artwork of things that people know. Hey, look at this Krang painting that I'm doing.
Yeah. Whoa. Painting. You've been doing a lot of painting lately, it seems like. A lot with red. Yes, Stevie, this does have a fresh feel, doesn't it? With new blood and Nano. I agree. Looking at the comments here. Any relation to Danger Mouse? No, I don't think that has any relation to Danger Mouse. In fact, where did you get the idea for your comic book?
Dark Mouse. It came like it was a snarky thing. Like I wanted to at the time that comic, if anyone knows it, what is it? Mouse Guard was very popular, and like that creator is still out there, just still like actively doing mice stuff. But Mouse Guard is basically like medieval times, but with mice, and they're defending. They're like these like 3 or 4 like very honorable characters, like fighting, basically like kind of like Robin Hood characters. They all fight for the queen, and she's very honorable too. And like it's like just a very romantic ideal of these of this kind of time period, but it's all done with mice, and like there's giant snakes that they have to fight, and there's other treacherous mice that turn their backs on them. And so like, long story short, I was reading that and enjoying that, and I was like, what's the exact opposite of this? It's just like this mouse who's just like this selfish, reckless asshole, and just like, okay, that's Dark Mouse. And then I just started sketching that.
And where can they get that?
You can find that at my website, idraw.square.site, EYEDRAUGH.square.site. Or hit me up on the socials, on Instagram or the tweets at iDraw.
Tweets. All right, Jason, you got anything you want to show off to sell?
Yeah, we could show off some stuff.
What you got?
So I'm going to show off a couple of ink drawings I did. So the first version is, everybody likes X-Men right now, right? So we got a blob right there. This was originally, the pencils are done by Brunson, who's got a great book, Ghost Man.
Yeah.
Is that right? Ghost Man? It's coming out. So I did the inks for this guy. I like it. Nice and dirty. He's 50.
Okay.
And then we've got another ink job. This is Old Man, or Logan, Weapon X, and the pencils for this is done by Kevin Catalan.
Cool.
Space Knight fame, and this is also 50.
Nice. I like it. All right, cool. So it looks like you're doing a lot of inking of other artists. That's really cool. I haven't done that in a long time, but it's always fun to like explore other people's styles and see how you can mess with it and learn from it. For me, I have this one. Remember, I did this one last week. It's a cosmonaut girl. She's still cool. She's still pretty. I had her for 80. I'm willing to go to 50. That's right, to 50.
That's a deal.
I also have this one. I don't know what you want to call her. She's like a fantasy girl she's well endowed. It's got magic, right? And then that one, I think Annie told me I need to sell that one for like at least 60. And then I have this big one. It's a pencil drawing, and that one can go for like 100. All right. So now we've gone through, we've seen a bunch of artists, and it's time for a commercial break. So we're going to be right back after that, and we're going to go through, see how everybody's doing, talk about some more cool stuff, right? And America. There you go.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it. Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form.
All right, we're back. And I said Stevie, nice, and I spelled his name wrong because I'm a little dyslexic in the comments. But hey, that's just life. That's how it is. Thanks, everybody. If you're wondering where Mog and Mel is, they're not here because they're at Heroes Con at table number 621, Artist Alley, and that's in Charlotte, North Carolina. And if you're around there, go say hi, 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 hi. But you can hang out with us right here, right now. There's a bunch of really good, amazing artists. Don't forget, we're doing our giveaways, and put in hashtag EXP Ink and Drink into the comments to go ahead and enter that. And what are we giving away? Well, Erwin has this really cool book. What is it? Gangster Boys. There we go. He's showing it. Look at this. This is his art book, guys.
It's about
Why the hell don't I own this yet?
72 pages. I'll bring one for you next time, Sean.
All right, cool. I'm lucky.
I can attest it is one of the densest
Dude, it is.
books that I have purchased of late.
And it's full
Definitely.
color. How much did you pay? That is so good. I love it. I love it. Oh, one of these was a sticker that I bought from him a while back. And I
Well,
landed up.
you get celebrity appearances. So,
yeah.
showing
Yeah.
off her shoe. When my cousin asked, hey, how big is your shoe? Or my magic trick. There's also a magic trick that I did. I'm only did it that one time. Never gonna do that again.
Oh, this is a
You-
great art book. Look at that.
Thank you. You can move on. I'll just keep showing these.
All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to Jason. Jason, what are you giving away? Just show them again. Show the people.
Yeah, we're giving away this nice little squished again print.
Squish again.
Yeah,
Who drew that? Did you draw that?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Oh, it's adorable. I love it.
Thank you.
All right. So there
Yeah,
we
I
go.
did,
Got his print. Yeah.
Yep, that'll be given away.
All right. Cool beans. And then we also have Nathan. Nathan, you said you're going to be giving away an envelope of art.
Yeah, just like I'm gonna draw on an envelope at some point tonight. I'll
Wait,
show you.
it's just a drawing on envelope.
Just gonna draw on this envelope, and I'm gonna put a stamp on it and mail you this original art on this envelope, and then you can put this envelope on your wall like that.
Oh, that's legit. I used to do that when I was younger. I mean, I had a pen pal, and we would just draw on our envelopes. And then my mailman would be like, I am always excited to see you get letters from her and your letters to her, because you guys always draw the coolest, weirdest things. And I was like, yeah, I think I was like,
Yeah, exactly.
12
And
or
then
13 when I did that.
for anyone who doesn't know, back in the day, different magazines like Nintendo Power or Wizard, you could mail in envelopes with original art on it, and then they would print those sometimes if you got lucky.
Yeah, I remember that, in the video game ones, and also Wizard magazine. Whatever happened to that, I don't remember. But yeah, so those are our giveaways, and don't forget to put it into the chat. Hashtag EXP Ink and Drink. Mike, welcome. Steve, welcome.
Mike Astro, what's up?
AG, what's up? What's up? And yeah, bye, Kenneth. Take care.
Is that Castro?
Yeah. And then yeah, but also everybody that's watching tonight and or later, if you watch it later, don't forget to hit that follow button to grow our viewers, and don't forget to tell others about this show and You Can Drink Long Beach. Maybe you have a friend who likes to draw, or maybe you know somebody in a correctional facility that likes comics and art, or maybe you have a neighbor with lots of
Look, June's here.
Yeah, hey, there's June. June, we miss you. We wish you were here. You were in the list of artists. Or maybe you have, your old neighbor with lots of money hidden away under their mattress who wants to finally buy something art related, but doesn't know where to start. So yeah, share the information about us to them. We want
Father's
to
Day is coming
share
up.
more to the world. Yeah, Father's Day is coming up. Have you guys planned on what you're gonna get for your dad?
I'm gonna make him some envelope art.
Some envelope art. Just what I wanted, son. Thank you very much. It's gonna go right here on the refrigerator. I got my dad likes ice cream. But he's not
Nice.
fat or anything, but he just likes ice cream. So I found this really fancy ice cream thing, and I sent them like 6 pints of different ice cream. Because the older they get, it's harder to get things for them because they have everything they want and need. And then you're like, what do I get for this man who's 75? Holy moly, right? So actually, I think my dad's like 79 now.
79?
79. You get anything for your dad, Erwin?
I think we're just gonna have a dinner.
Just gonna have a dinner.
Yeah, just me and him.
Just
Dude, you should give him this Deadpool drawing I'm working on.
be like, Dad. Thanks
He
for
likes
dinner."
cable. Do you have cable?
I got there's Cable's gun is in there.
Oh,
Cable,
I'll let him know.
cable TV. Oh,
I'm a
I
big
see it.
fan of Venom. He likes Venom a
Ah.
lot.
Yeah.
Now, Philip, we had a question asked, and it's about your pen and also your paper.
Oh, well, this is just your classic smooth Bristol paper. Got to go with the classic. It's heavy, soaks up that ink real nice. And then we've got a Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip pen. I also use the soft tip.
Yep.
They look the same. One's green, one's blue.
Tom Bell's wears at, by the way.
Also an old, this is a Pentel pocket brush pen. So I might be using that for some fills.
Now, do you ever use like dip pens?
Oh, yeah.
Like, because I'm starting to mess with that now, and I'm just like, it's so much fun, but then it's also so messy at times. You got to be like very aware of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a different beast. It's a lot. You know, you get so used to using pens, and what you find is like even these softer tips, they have a rigidity to them that you don't get whenever you're using a dip pen. It's so much more loose that you can kind of it's a lot easier to make mistakes.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of fun. I do like to use them. I'm currently using this it's an Ackerman pen, but it allows you to use G-nibs, zebra G-nibs, which are like kind of the classic manga ink nib. So that's pretty fun because it's refillable rather than having to use a dip pen. I can kind of take this on the go and use it even though I don't go anywhere, hypothetically.
And what do we say when we make mistakes in art, Philip? What's the golden rule?
Hey, that's you need to make it a feature.
There you go. Feature.
There's a lot of features in my work.
Nice.
90% of my work is just features.
Feature rich.
It started off as a big mistake, and then all of a sudden it's a girl with big boobs. All right. And then what was I doing? Was I going around Robin? I don't remember.
I think Father's Day, I think.
Oh yeah, Father's Day. Jason, what are you doing for Father's Day? What are they doing for you for Father's Day, Jason?
Oh yeah. What'd they get you?
Yeah. I don't know.
Who's not getting allowance next week?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. You know, they've been on thin ice. No, Asher's starting his sports classes this weekend, so we'll get him into some baseball, basketball, all that. So that'll be fun to see. But yeah, that's kind of all I have planned, other than dinner and hanging out.
Awesome. Hey, for those who don't know what a dip pen is, because I saw the question there, it's literally those old school, like you have your comic book ink, right? Your little ink wells, and then you have your pens with a little pointy end on it, and we dip it in there, and then we make a bunch of marks like this as our first marks. This is at least what I do. So then, if you have any excess ink, you're getting that off, and then you make drawings like this, right? So there you go. And that's what you do with a dip pen.
Yeah. So
it's old school, but very, I don't know. It's so classic that and versatile, and I think it has a little bit more expression to it.
yeah,
Like when we look at like yours, Philip, with your pens, it's very controlled, and you have different values and, I mean, well, not values, but stroke widths, but they're all very controlled. Whereas with a dip pen or maybe even a sumi brush, you guys know what a sumi brush is? Let me get you a sumi brush, right?
Those are so fun.
Yeah, right. So like this is a sumi brush, right? Very very Japanese, right? You can have a little bit more expressive, uh, you know, things happen with it because I don't know, more mistake oriented. If you go back and look at like a lot of old Klaus Janson and things like that, when he inks, man, it's just like ink and whiteout, ink and whiteout, and he's doing everything. I'm pretty sure he's doing everything with brush, you know, which is pretty much equivalent to sumi brush. But yeah, and if you don't know who Klaus Janson is, he's the guy. He's an old school inker. He's been around for a very long time. He inked The Dark Knight Returns with Frank Miller. He's very well known for that, and he's done way more than just that, though, too. I think even there was that Spawn versus Batman by Todd McFarlane. They did another story, and he did all the comic book art for that, too, which, if you like Spawn and Batman, you know, whatever. So after that, yeah, we talked about Father's Day, and then there's a new thing coming out for Lord of the Rings, and I think it's War of Rohirrim, the Rohirrim War, and it's animated, and it's like looks really good animated too, like animated. And executive producer is Peter Jackson. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be done right. And I think the other executive producer is the female writer that did the screenplays for Lord of the Rings too. And
Philippa.
yeah,
Who?
and it's the director is the director of the Ghost in the Shell standalone complex.
Yeah. And they also did the Blade Runner Lotus, I think it was called. It was a CG one, and I think that was like either Cinemax or HBO exclusive, but it was actually really cool. I liked it. But yeah, the standalone complex, that's the new one though. The one that's on Netflix, right?
I think he did the original one from a while back.
Oh, the old school series. That was like, all right, yeah. That was a long series though too. But it looks fantastic. But we've only seen little glimpses. So I'm looking forward to that. Acolyte is out, and I've heard nothing but negative things about it. So if anybody wants to talk about it, go ahead.
Haven't
I'm
seen
good.
it yet.
And there you go, Star Wars people. There you go.
I've not seen it, but
JG, you carved a pin from a feather, but it doesn't beat modern technology. That's pretty rad. That's pretty. Did you use a X-Acto knife for that? I wonder.
Uses teeth.
Steve wants to know: does anybody use feathered pens to draw birds?
Sometimes I
know.
dip a bird into a inkwell, and then I paint with the bird itself. And then I let him go back into nature.
When I think about it, I haven't drawn that many birds in my life. They're usually, there's always those backgrounds where there's the M's that are supposed to look like birds in the background.
Right.
Like, yeah, like those, right? I think I've drawn more bats than birds. But yeah. So speaking of bats, I'm still selling Vampire Hunter D here, which is a drawing that I was supposed to be doing while everybody's drawing as well. But then I was like, I don't know if I'll have enough time, so I'm just going to finish it. But yeah, Vampire Hunter D, $50. All right, and it's pretty much done. And what does it have? It has bats. This is the bats. Those are the bats I'm talking about. All right. So that's pretty much what's been going on. There hasn't been much going on, I think, in the pop culture world. You guys check out any new comics? You're always checking out new comics, Aaron. What do you got? What's cool and new right now?
I can show some stuff off. Also promote self-promotion.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can do that.
Do this. Psycho Gorman. I got these books that just came in. I did I think 8-page or 12-page story. It was a anthology comic based on the movie from a few years ago.
Okay.
Published by Lethal Comics, owned by Andy Belanger. We also have art by Skinner, Kyle Holtz. Who else do we got? Alex Azirret is in here.
Now, is this comic book size or is this bigger? It looks
bigger. I think it's magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
they
love
have
see stuff like that.
Oh, J-Bone. We all know J-Bone. J-Bone did some more. Let me go look for mine. Alex Azirret.
And how short? I mean, how long are these short stories?
I think they're around 8 pages.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
Stories. Here's my pages.
Yeah. That's pretty rad.
I think I did it back in 2018, 2019, and finally, finally all shipped out. And then, what else do we have? Yeah. I'll come back.
All right. So yeah, I like it when I see people doing it magazine style for comics and things now, because that reminds me of those old school, like Conan the Barbarian from Marvel. They used to actually be that big, and then I don't know why they decided to go away from that and then start doing everything in comic book size only. But yeah, it was cool because it was like you just felt like you got more bang for your buck and a lot more. I don't know, just bigger. It's better. Bigger is better.
I found the Orc Gym by Al Gofa. This just arrived yesterday.
It's the gym with orcs.
Go on. It is. That is indeed what it is. It's a Kickstarter from I think last year, maybe 2 years ago, and this arrived. Really good artwork.
By 3 of them in this room right now.
That's right. Yeah, let me get to it. Let me show off some of these stuff. Look at those pages. Look at that.
That's pretty neat.
Oh yeah.
I was able to. We did a little interview on Twitch a while back when the campaign was live.
Yeah.
And a few of us got on the stream to draw. We got Jason Lego.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And here's Phillips.
That's fun. That's right, Steve Vendetta. Heavy metal, man. Remember when heavy metal? I mean, like, they've had a lot of trouble with their comic or with their magazine lately. I don't even know if it's still around or if it's been sold to somebody else. But they were hitting cons for a little while for the last few years, but then sort of just silent. But I feel like, you know, those type of comics really need to come back, and there needs to be more love for it. But I don't know if there's interest out there for it. That's the problem. So where can they get those?
That's what Mass Cybernetics is for.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's sort of what we're trying to do in our own way with Ink and Drink, is be like, what do we want to make that we think would be cool, that we think other people would like, you know, and then hopefully they do, or at least we've made something and We can just put that in the, I don't know, the inventory. Where can they get those, Erwin?
Orc Gym, I have no idea, but you could probably look up Orc Gym, Algofa. When the campaign's over, maybe it doesn't. There might be a link in the Kickstarter campaign if you look up Orc Gym. Psycho Gorman, you can also look that up. Google that. Also, what's that? Psycho Gorman, Lethal Comics is what you might want to
Lethal
look up.
Comics.
Yeah, I know that's for sure on their website for sale.
What about Vile?
Vile, yeah. Hold on, let me pull that out. Grab a copy. Vile is a 64-page story written by Warwick Walker, drawn by me. It's about a self-absorbed addict who accidentally injects himself with superpowers, and through that he gets on the road to redemption. Here it is. 64 pages, black and white. You got a bunch of another pretty substantial pinup section as well. Cyberpunk world.
Neato. Philip, what are you going to be doing for Father's Day? What are they going to do for you?
My family is currently out of town, and they will be out of town for a little while. So I will be chilling alone on Father's Day.
That's a gift in disguise, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean,
you can't say
people,
that.
You know, but you can't say that. But you know, people want to hear dad jokes.
Every day is a gift. No, but they had a chance to go see some family, and I implored them to go take it because it's super hot down here right now. So playing pretty much anywhere else, you're going to break the heat. It was 112 today.
Wow. Oh my God.
So, when you're a kid, it's like you either get sunburn or you stay inside. So I'll be drawing, which is a great gift on Father's Day.
Drawing is always a wonderful gift. We don't have enough time for that. I always feel like we never have enough time to draw. But then again, every time I see Erwin, he's drawing though. I think Erwin is just like attached to his pen. Do you ever feel like that, Erwin? That you're just attached to your pen?
I think about the paycheck.
I think about the money. Keep moving forward. Keep thinking about the money.
Erwin breaks the curve.
Secure the bag.
He breaks the curve. It's like when you're taking tests in school, and there's always that one kid that ruins the curve because they do so good. That's Erwin with art.
All right. Well, we got 5 minutes to break. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna talk about our Monstrous Inc. coming up after the break, and show a bunch of art on that, and talk about how it started. And then I'm thinking maybe after that we could just talk about projects that we want to work on. Maybe ask you guys in the comments what you think. We'll take it as a grain of salt, but maybe ask suggestions of what we could draw or what we could do later as other projects. It's always good to get outside input. And but other than that, it's a chill night. Hopefully Mog and Mel are enjoying their trip to Charlotte in North Carolina and doing the Heroes Con. I know a bunch of people are doing Heroes Con this weekend. I don't know why. I just keep thinking of Jim Mahfood because I don't know. I started following Jim Mahfood the other day. It was like, oh yeah, I remember this guy, and he's going to be at Heroes Con. So you're welcome, Jim. I don't even know if you care, but yeah, that's about all I got right there. If anybody's got any more dad jokes to take us to 8, let's go. Erwin, give me a dad joke.
God, I can't even think of any safe dad jokes.
Go take out the trash.
I'll look back to the Heroes Con. Victor Alpi is there. I know he's there.
Oh,
Andrew
cool.
McLean is
Victor
also
owes me
there.
some art.
I did see Jim Rugg and Tom Scioli will be out there
Nice.
as well.
It's not a very good joke, man.
Zing! Zing! Go to commercial on that.
Uh,
That's
what-
great.
Do we have any cons coming up? Do you have any cons, Erwin or Nathan or anybody?
No. Also no.
I got into New York anime
Congrats.
thing. It's like a New York anime con, and yeah, I'm sort of freaking out about that. But we've already paid for the tickets and everything else, so that'll be
Great.
in August. And then I said June's gonna be, who's not here, but we'll promote him anyways because we love the guy. He's gonna be at San Diego Comic-Con, and then yeah, it's sort of like you might get in, you might get out, or might not get in. You never know. I'm still on the waiting list for this year. Andy thinks we're going to get in, but who knows?
Oh, you know what? I just got an email today that I'm on the waiting list for Rose City,
Rose City,
which is Portland, I think. I'm not
Yeah.
even really sure.
Yeah, they had the Rose Parade in Portland. I've done that before, the Rose Parade with the Navy. But yeah. Oh, here we go. The experience. What did the beach say when the tide came in? Long time no see.
Nothing. It just waved.
Nothing. It just waved. That's sort of
Hey.
sad. All right, we're gonna go to break now, and then we're gonna talk about the next project after this that we've been working on. But thanks for everybody for hanging out with us, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Ask your local comic shop to add Battle Quest comics to your pull list today. There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you.
Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons, in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
And we're back. Mog and Mel, they're in Charlotte at Heroes Con. We talked about it. Check them out if you're there. Table 621 in Artist Alley. Say hi. Say what's up. Jim Mapu's also there. He doesn't even know I'm talking about him, but maybe go see him. All right, let's do a round robin and see how everybody's doing with their art. I want to see Erwin's first. Make it so, JD. Thank you, Jesus. All right, look at that. Can we get in there a little bit closer, Erwin? a little bit closer. Look at that. Look at that.
Can you
Look
tell
at
what
that.
this is?
Did you see that? Look at that. Is that a car? Is that a spaceship? It's junk. It's made her own. And
Oh,
how
it's
much
supposed to
you
be a sentinel.
Oh, no, I do see a sentinel face. You're right. I'm a sentinels are always a thing that you get to junk up and throw around in gallery pieces. I see a lot of artists do that, but it's because it's classic and it looks cool. There's always like little cool wires and everything that you get to draw. How much you selling it for?
Starting bid $50.
Starting bid $50. You
What a
don't
steal.
leave here without some original Irwin art. I'm telling you. If you guys don't remember, last time Irwin was on, he drew Predator, right? And no one bid on it. You know how much he was bidding? The bid, it was $50. No one bid on it. You know what happened the next day? Someone bought it for $100. Someone bought it for $100 from a website, and you guys had the chance to walk away with it for $50.
Missed out.
That's right. You missed out. Why?
You
Why
can get
do
it for
that?
50 now.
Come on. Get it now while it's fresh and being beautified by him. And it's wonderful. Let's go ahead and see
Thank you.
Nathan. Let's see what you got.
Let's do that. I'm gonna see if I can. It might just be easier to take this off the wall and bring it over. This is Krang, the Ninja Turtles fame.
He's being painted up. Krang with the brain. There he is. So now you're just putting on the paint, the colors first, and then you're gonna go and detail it up.
Exactly. I'm putting in some light shadows right now, some detailed lines and whatnot. So like I'm getting into the hands and a little bit of the brain right now.
All right. How much you putting that up for?
Oh, that's $80.
$80. Before I forget, let's go back to Irwin. Irwin, show us that other art that you were selling as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to show that off because I really think that was amazing.
Oh, we can call this Nina for
Nina.
purposes. NINA.
And how much we selling that for?
This is 100, 8x10 ink drawing. I think this is all microns.
Yeah, look at that detail, guys. And then look at the control that he has there. Very clean. Way more control than I'll ever have. And just, wow, even the lips are just like rad. Rad. And the paper looks fantastic as well. All right, now back to Nathan. Nathan, what other art do you have?
We also got this blank variant Deadpool cover that is also an acrylic painting. That one's $100. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but that one's $100. This is $100. Krang is $80. I'm gonna show my Dark Mouse comic since we were looking at Vile earlier. I didn't even think about showing my comic.
Yeah, show your comics. Show your work.
Give me like 15 seconds.
Oh, you know it can be up on the screen for 15 seconds. You remember that, JD? I remember. E.T.'s chest. All right. Never forget. We're gonna make a show where it's just like 15 seconds of boobs. We're like, and now here's your 15 seconds of boobs. All right, let's go back to Nathan and his dark mouth. No,
Nice.
not the butt. Not the butt.
That's too far. For some reason, that's too far. This is Dark Mouse: The Climb. This was a successful Kickstarter campaign from way back in 2022, and right now it's like the most dense Dark Mouse book. It's not even that dense. It's like 60 pages, 3 different stories. Fun, noir, action, gritty, crime drama. It's Sin City with mice, if you don't know. If I haven't given you that pitch before.
Are you working on any other Dark Mouse stuff now, or is it just?
Not at the moment. I'm working on some other, like a different spooky story right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and that one's Oh,
How much time do you dedicate in a week to just drawing your comics?
This one I'm like very early stages. Like I'm literally just like, and I'm trying to treat it a little differently right now. I'm just like pulling a bunch of reference images. I'm just like, oh, this like, Are You Afraid of the Dark from 30 years ago. I'm like, I like these screen grabs. Goonies, I like all these screen grabs. So like normally during a week, if I'm like in the thick of it and I'm drawing stuff, I'm probably doing not that much, honestly, like 6 or 8 hours a week. Like I try and sit down for at least an hour or two a day, and like just because I've got my day job and I got to do that for 40 hours a week. So like I'm do as much as I can, but like that's really just like one full work day, so it takes a while. But it would be really helpful if anybody bid on this Krang painting, because that would just get me that much closer to spending more time painting and drawing.
All right. And then Philip, let's go ahead and look at yours.
All right. Here we go, you guys. It's got something for everybody. Look, you got Deadpool, you got that chimichanga action. All right.
Yeah.
He's got that ugly little dog that everybody loves.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly, he's just fought a certain 3-clawed hero that has definitely done some damage to him.
Damage?
Slice, slice, slice. He's got his own gun coming at you. Bang, bang. And then look at this selection of Marvel lore. We've got Ant-Man. We got Medusa. We got Thor. We got Cable. Dr. Octopus. Mr. Fantastic. Daredevil's Billy Club. Storm's Lightning. Longshot's Knife. Classic. No one likes him. No one cares, but I love him. Hawkeye's Arrow. Spider-Man Web. And, of course, a Gambit card.
How's he throwing
Look at that. Look at all that bang. You even get your little Mickey Mouse because Disney.
Disney makes everything.
Whoa. Got some Ninja Star action. He's got a lot of boo-boos.
Well, yeah.
He's
got a lot of boo-boos. Because that's his character.
Pew pew.
Pew pew. And this would be also a great Father's Day gift. How much are you selling this for?
Starting bid is $65.
65. I think that's very reasonable, guys. That's very, very reasonable.
Yeah. Look, it's so cheap.
It has everything you want in it for a Deadpool.
Look at all that extra Marvel fun.
Awesome. And how about you, Jason? Let's see how yours is doing.
Lego.
See, I think he's using a dip pen right there. We got Cammy.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
Nice.
It's fun to use, but then it's also scary.
It's very scary.
Yeah, but
Terrified.
Sold to it. And how much are you asking for that?
She's starting at 50.
She's starting at 50. All right, and then you had some other pieces too. Let's go ahead and show those.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna start everything at 50 tonight. The other two are. I think we got a Marvel night going.
Yeah.
Got Weapon X.
Weapon X.
The Blob.
The Blob. Eating a sandwich. He's has an. Where's his other hand? Oh wait, maybe it's just behind his big leg. It's behind his big old leg.
I blame Brunson's pencils for that one.
I think maybe the other hand he has another piece of a sandwich or maybe a pickle. Sandwiches are always great with pickles, man.
Yeah,
So,
he's a large fella. He might be picking something out.
He's got some corn in there. He's got some corn, and those are all 50. So try to get those guys because those are going to be awesome as well. And then for me, because this is my show, this is Sketch Up with Sean and Mog and Mel and everybody else. I got Vampire Hunter D right here for $50, and then I also have some other pieces. Let me get those. We're artists. Artists, we're clean, but we're not always clean. We're always I just have these on the floor, but they're in protective things. This one right here, Stevie has a bid on this for $50. All right. But
beautiful.
If you guys want it for more, you can. But Stevie, look. I like this one. I like this one a lot. I don't mind parting with it though because I have more art than I need. Then we have my voluptuous fantasy space girl. Hello. Oh, she's got like magic coming off of her horns. And then this girl. I mean, you could get this one too, but no, this one right here in red pencil. That's 100. Yeah. And I don't know. You can call it whatever you want. Just said red pencil girl. That's fine. And that took me a long time to make. I don't even know why I made it. Sometimes I just make art because I feel like I have to make art. You know, it's like a tick for us artists, right? We don't say, oh man, I love making art as much as like I have to make art, right? If I don't, a piece of me dies on the inside. So yeah. And that's what we have going on. And let's go ahead and talk about our other project that we've been making. So this year we wanted to do more than one book, and I pitched that we should do a monster book. So after his Kickstarter is done, and I've received Victor's art, who's now at Heroes Con, we are going to be doing Monsters Inc. And let me go ahead and present that real quick. So I'm share my screen. Where is it? Window. There we go. Share. You guys see it? This is Monsters Inc. And Mike, who's in the chat, this is actually his, right? Cover that he drew. Looks really cool. This is the font. Now, this isn't going to be the final book per se, but it does have a lot of final art in it. We're going to be adding more stuff to it. I wanted it to be very clean and simple to look at. This is my friend Lenny Romero. Now, he does all types of kaiju art. And this is his pencils and ink piece that he did of his own type of kaiju that he made up off the top of his mind. Now, he usually does a bunch of like Godzilla stuff, which if you guys haven't seen -1, it's on Netflix right now, Godzilla -1. That's a good Godzilla movie. That's what you need to be watching. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Man, I really like this piece that Lenny did. And then we have Sean Bean's Ash, some of his stuff. And then Bill. My wife really likes Bill's work. He was making stuff super early for this book, and he's killing it. He was just killing it. Like look at her face. It's just really, really well done. And there's just so much character. Even in the arms, look at this, like it's wild. It's really
it's
wild.
Pretty grim, but it also has this very nice light quality to it. It's very like
playful. Right. It's fantastic. And what people don't know mostly about like Ink and Drink is for Long Beach is like you don't have to be from Long Beach. We have artists that are from like Australia and Ireland who contribute to these, right? So, you know, definitely if you're an artist or you know someone who wants to get into art or even just chat with artists that are, you know, pretty proficient. I think we're pretty proficient, and we've had some stuff in the industry. Yeah.
We also have an artist from the Canary Islands. Have you ever heard of such a place?
I've heard of places like it, but I don't remember where are the Canary Islands, guys?
It's near Spain, but like whose other art do we know from the Canary Islands?
I don't know why. Nice. I don't know.
And it's in this book.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Ink and Drink welcomes artists of all levels. There's no threshold. Everyone's welcome. And like Sean mentioned, even if you're not an artist and you just want to see what people are up to and you just want to participate, we've got a lot of boards that people can post on that have to do with art appreciation, hobbies, all kinds of things like that. So there really is a place for anybody who's even just interested. You know, feel free to check it out. It's a very welcoming place. And like I said, there's no thresholds or anything. You can hop on the chat. You can participate at any level you want. And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, JG, there's yours. Yeah, I even made like a whole tutorial area. I spent like a weekend just grabbing tutorials and and books and things like that are free for anyone to read, just so our artists could have a place in library and to start and to look at and just to up their skills and things like that. Because I think that's what we want to do. We want to encourage more people to contribute and bring art into Ink and Drink.
And there's photographers, there's seamstress or tailors that are part of it. I mean, there's like a kind of a huge swath of people there. Their emphasis is not necessarily illustration, so all are welcome.
Look at this piece by Mike. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Mike, come on, man. I think he actually had like 3 pieces, but we just got the 2. This one, which is really huge and large, and this one. And what I'd like to do with some of these really nice ones, look at this one by Shikabane. Is that how you say it? Shikabane?
Shikabane.
If it isn't, that's how you should pronounce it.
Yeah. I'd like to make like posters out of some of these and sell them as well, or have them as tiers for the Kickstarter. Here's June's. Go ahead, Erwin.
Posters. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. But I did want to mention that aside from posters, most of this work, the monsters, the mass cybernetics, and the previous books that we put out, those are the only ways you can get this art. A lot of us are independent, and we have a certain budget, and we can only put this work into these books. Like prints, like I don't know if any of these are going to be prints. Maybe some, but not all. So if you want this work, this is where to get it.
And yeah, like he said, it's independent artists that are doing this, and some of these people have never been published before, but we're trying to give an avenue for people to be able to get out there. And some of them are terrified of doing this. Some of them, we've had artists that have contributed or tried to contribute, and they just didn't have time, or they freak out and they're like, I don't know if I could do it. And I've had to like talk some and be like, look, you have 6 months to make a drawing, right? You can do this. It's not hard. And we're going to try to be supportive about it and understanding, because we know people have lives. But the whole idea is just to help people, get their art out there, be part of a community, and publish something that actually looks like it's worthwhile and has value to it.
And there's also other smaller projects too. So there's kind of a whole level of how you can participate. If you're maybe a little, apprehensive about being part of like a published book, we do have some projects that are going to be starting that are kind of like art swaps or just kind of collaborative efforts that might not see a physical rendition, but it's still kind of artists collaborating with each other and having fun. So there's a lot more projects that are going to be open that will be for kind of all kinds of levels. However much you want to dip your toe in the water, there's kind of going to be a project for all those levels.
Yeah, I mean, we even have things like in our channels, we have sketch lines for all, right? And I think that's where you're getting your stuff from, Jason, like from Brunson. Yeah. And so then people are like, cool, I can actually go and ink over this, or I can take it and make it my own. Erwin's always posting stuff in there. I should actually post something in there, but then I don't know why I haven't, but I should go and do that. And we also have other things that people can just look at, just random stuff. Like we have Brunson's World of Fringe, how to draw, commission help. We talk about ways of getting more commissions for artists. And I have a whole thing on image resources, how to color, how to draw, blah, blah, blah. Man, we are like, I think we try to cover the gamut when it comes to just anything that could be art related or cool that people would want to do. And the great thing is about it is like, we're not that hard to get in contact with. I know that we're pretty responsive on Instagram and also through Discord itself. And yeah, we'll talk shop. We'll help people. We don't see why not. So if you know someone, even writers, that are looking to do ideas and things like that, we're here. We've got toy makers. Neil's a toy maker. Neil Ewing. He's one of our man. He's all over the place. He's been to Japan and whatnot, selling his toys. I think Erwin, you've helped him with some toy designs and things like that, right?
He's he casted one of my figures for me,
And he's based in Denver, right? Look at that.
he's in Denver, Colorado.
Look at that toy he did.
Nice.
Right?
I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to be doing this. But this is a really quick tease.
Don't do it.
Sharing.
Do it.
Fully on. It's only a tease. I can only do a tease. I was told to reveal it September, June 15th. Little tease.
Ooh.
Oh,
Now, are
look
you
at that
hand
pan.
painting that, or is that like?
This is no. This is PVC. This is factory plastic. It's coming out for Toy Pizza Expo happening this weekend.
Yeah, but are you painting that?
No,
So?
these are produced, factory produced.
Oh, okay. So wow.
That's cool.
And those are going to be ready for what show?
Toy Pizza Expo in New York this weekend.
No. This week. And he's going to be there, or is that someone who's going to be slinging those?
Yeah, Toy Pizza will Toy Pizza is the company that's producing.
Oh, Toy Pizza is a company.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
They'll
cool.
be there to put that out.
Put the link. If you have a link, and then
yeah.
put them in the
I've put the link for the Instagram. Also, I did a 20-page comic also for Toy Pizza that will be debuting this weekend at that show as well.
Yeah. So the Monsters Inc. that we showed you guys is all going to be in black and white. It's also magazine style because I wanted it to be a little bit bigger, and we're thinking about putting that out maybe early to mid-September, right before October for Halloween. So then people can get it and then gift it and then have it. And I think it would just be a really, really cool addition for people to have and see art and things like that. And if you saw the inside, each artist had a description of who they were. And then I have nice little QR codes. So then if you buy it, you can also follow them and get more content and art from them as well. I like to remind everybody that we're doing those giveaways, right? So if you want to get the giveaway, go ahead and fill out the form. Hashtag EXP Ink and Drink. We have from Jason Lego the Squashed Again poster. That's one of our giveaways. We also have the Gangster
Boys.
Gangster Boys. I'm always like thinking of Sewer Boys, but Gangster Boys from Erwin Papa, his art book, which is fantastic. And then from Nathaniel, he's got envelope art that he's going to be making for you, especially for you. And you guys can all win something like that and have it in your pocket before the end of the night. So when we come back, don't be shy. So when we come back, we're going to talk about future projects, future ideas that we're thinking of doing for Ink and Drink, and then we're going to probably just BS as long as we can until we get to the end of the show. Because wow. Don't forget to like, share, tell your friends all about this show and also about Ink and Drink. And you never know, you might have some artist friends that are interested. We welcome all walks of life, so make sure you do that. Until then, we got 5 minutes till we need to go to a break. You guys want to talk about anything until we go?
Sean, tell everybody how much you like my comic Dark Mouse.
I haven't read it.
I know. That's why I thought you were gonna yes and that somehow.
Here's a dirty secret about me when it comes to comics. I don't read a lot of comics. I like to look at the art. I'm one of those guys, right? So if I have a comic book, I have so many things by Sean Murphy that I have never read. But I'm like, I just eat up the artwork.
That's about Sean.
That's a bad thing that I do. But that's what I do. Now, if you want to know more about comic books altogether, I think Erwin and Philip, me, even Jason, but I know Philip knows a crap ton about X-Men for some reason.
I know a bunch of stuff that is no longer canon and doesn't matter anymore for select period of time.
Can you give us the 3-minute bio on Phantom X?
Oh yeah, okay, Phantom X, you're gonna love him. Okay, so he is a mutant, but he is also a perfect machine. He's one of many. There's many different versions. He has a ship that he travels in that's also his home, but also potentially his sister / child / partner in life. He sacrificed his body so Professor X could be reincarnated after he was killed by Cyclops when Cyclops was possessed by the Phoenix Force.
Oh.
And yeah, but then he's back now because of the whole Krakoa era. And I believe he's from the Vault. Can't remember though.
Isn't that wild?
Its own space-time place full of people that are like super evolved past humans because it goes through time very quickly.
Okay, now do Lady Deadpool.
Lady Deadpool. Oh. Look, I only want to talk about the only Deadpool I want to talk about is this movie tie-in drawing. Deadpool and Wolverine. Look, it's like having Wolverine on the page.
It's moving.
Whoa, he got him, but he's still going. It's got that ugly dog. Everyone's gonna love the ugly dog soon. Don't worry, it's in the trailer.
Are you saying last? Jason, if when Lady Deadpool shows up in the movies, like, who do you want to portray her?
Could Taylor Swift do it?
Taylor Swift. I
feel like she'd be a good like harbinger of death.
Never heard of her. Who's that?
Taylor Swift. Who's that? No.
She's
Philip, they're asking you to do Condiment Man. I don't even know who's Condiment.
Oh man, yeah, Phil, do that one.
Condiment Man. That's whatchamacallit, that's DC, right?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's a
it is.
One, I think.
Nathaniel's kind of got it going on because there's like a little bit of mustard and ketchup.
Yeah. This is. I gotta throw the relish in here in a second.
It's a condiment Krang mashup.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
Wait, there's Condiment. He's called the Condiment King.
Oh.
There you go.
Not Condiment Man. Created by Bruce Timm and Paul Dini for the Batman animated series, is a DC Comics villain who makes use of various condiments, sometimes capable of causing anaphylactic shock as his weapons. He is generally used as comic relief within the series. That's just me Googling. I don't know.
I thought somebody was in the chat saying all that. I was like, wow, look at this guy.
Yeah, someone's making me look bad, dude.
How dare they? Well,
a lot of people do it, actually.
Let's give them a break. It's 8:30. We'll be back right after this. JD.
What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com.
You love comic books. You collect comic books. But even if you own a rare, expensive issue, it's still a copy. How would you like to own a piece of comic book history? The actual art pages the comics were made from? Oh no, you say. That's too expensive. Regular people can't afford that stuff. Can they? Nick Barucci says yes. Join the founder of Dynamite Entertainment for the original art experience on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. Incredible art at almost unbelievable prices. Does he have some high dollar pieces for the high rollers? Sure, but Nick always makes sure to find amazing pieces priced for the fledgling collector. You can collect original comic art. The Original Art Experience. Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Part of the experience.
By this time in our journey, we had been on the trail of a very elusive creature for about 96 hours. But all the hard work is about to pay off. Oh, crikey, there she is. Oh, by the markings, I'd say this one's at least a 9.8. Oh, she's a real beauty. A true mint copy. Oh, this one will make a fine slab on anyone's display wall. Oh, she's a feisty one, though. Look out, look out!
Mint Hunter Comics is the place to find that mint comic you've been searching for. Mint Hunter Comics, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Part of the experience.
All right. This is it, guys. We have 30 minutes until 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, the show is over, which means over. She didn't know. Oh, okay. Anyways, because of that, that means it's going to be time to start making your bids, start putting the stuff into the chat to get the cool giveaways. All right. And we're going to go through all the artists, but real quick, I'm doing this because Mog and Mel, they're in Charlotte doing Heroes Con. Go to their table, 621 Artist Alley. Say hi. Say Sean did an okay job. Not a great, but okay. He's all right. All right. And then also don't forget to share and like, and then tell all your family, tell your friends, tell your therapist, tell your priests, tell your seance members, whomever, that you should like and follow this, Mog and Mel, The Experience, Ink and Drink Long Beach, and then follow whoever else you want. Don't be too stalky, but, you know, enough where you won't get arrested. All right, so let's go ahead and do the round robin. Let's go ahead and start with, we'll start with Jason. Jason, why don't you go ahead and show us what you got and where you're going?
Okay. We are coming up pretty close to the end here of this Cami piece. Pretty
Cami.
fun. Yeah. That's my
All right.
girl.
Cool. And how much is that going for? And don't forget to show your other pieces as well.
$50. She's 11 by 14, so pretty sizable. Here, we'll get a foot up there. Just for size comparison, you know. And then we got the Logan and the Blob, and those are both $50.
All right. Cool. All right, let's go to Erwin. Erwin, we got our She-Hulk.
Pretty much there, just adding some gray tones. That $50, 8.5 by 11.
All right.
Nina, 8 by 10 or 100.
All right, Stevie's made a bid on Erwin's.
Thank you, Stevie.
And Stevie, you also made a bid on my which one was it? The Cosmonaut girl. Or no, you don't. I don't even think that was a bid. It can be a bid if you want it to be, but then 50 on that. And then what else do we have? We have Mr. Phillip. Let's go to Phillip.
All right, it's getting there. Look at all that goodness.
And this is Deadpool for 65.
See,
look at that. Look at that
little stinker.
Troll. Okay, so you have two knives by what's his name?
Long shot.
Long shot. One in his foot and one's coming from the sky.
Oh yeah, dude. I had to get two. Come on.
I have the original issues of Long Shot by Arthur Adams, and I just love going through them and looking at them. They're always wild.
Yeah, fantastic.
Mojo is crazy. Yeah, fantastic work. If you guys don't have that, you guys should get it. All right. And this is 65. Don't let this pass you by, because man, look at this. It's like super control, really well done, and it's just visual candy for the eye. All right, let's go to Nathan. Nathan, go ahead and show what you got.
Let's do it. Krang's coming along. Got some details in the brain.
Brown. All right.
That glare just right.
There you go. Oh, I like how he did a little thing on his yeah, little fork.
That's 8.5 by 11 and $80 starter.
All right, and show your other pieces as well.
Oh, right. And we got this Deadpool blank cover, $100, acrylic on comic book, and
excellent.
Where'd my copy of Dark Mouse go? I got a copy of Dark Mouse around here somewhere.
So the artist that made Dark Mouse is Dark Mouse. All right.
And Dark Mouse is $20.
All right, guys, get your bids in now, because that's really, really awesome and really cool. I did Vampire Hunter D right here. This is D.
Yeah.
You guys see D's face? Let's see if I can bring it. Oh, look at that. Yep. Did this today because I knew I'd be doing this, right? And then I also have my other pieces, which are, give me a second. I got to go get them. This one, which Stevie has bid on for $50. And then I have this one, which the voluptuous space fantasy girl, which is, I can't remember. I think I said $60. And then this line art piece, which is a little bit of a glare, but whatever, you'll be fine. And that'll be $100. Okay. So now we went through all the art, and let's talk about the giveaways. The giveaways we have are, we got this Bart Simpson's poster by Jason Lego, which is really, really cool. And then next we have Erwin with his Gangster Boys art book, which is fantastic. Look at those colors. That's radical awesome. And then finally, we have Nathan, who will be making an envelope with art on the outside of it and sending it to you, and you will be able to put it on your wall and frame it. I don't know. Do they make frames for envelopes? I feel like they do.
I'm sure that exists somewhere.
Somewhere. Oh, let me see that Max, man. What? That is wild. That is crazy wild. I love the Max. I don't know why. I've always loved the Max. Sam Keith is like just one of those guys that you never get bored of. Okay. Oh, you did some Darkstalker stuff too, and
just the one.
Some Capcom. That's pretty neat, though. And you did a little color variants.
Yeah.
That's neat. That's fun.
That's when I wasn't working.
Work. Extra vouchers. Now, are any of these from our inking drink nights?
Yeah. The EP is.
Yeah.
This one is too. This was Doom's Papa Smurf Weapon X, and then I just added Gargamel Sabretooth on top.
Yeah.
These, all of these were from the Ink and Drink online stuff.
Yeah, look at all the wonderful art that you can watch be drawn live if you participate.
All right.
Even if you're just going to watch, we kind of welcome everybody.
Yeah, just hear us talk and talk. And, yeah. Now here comes the question that I've sort of been avoiding. What time should people join us on Wednesday, Erwin? What time should people join us
We
online?
start the channel is open at the audio channel is open at 8:30. People kind of start drawing at 8:30. I don't know. It's always fluid. People
Yeah.
come in and out, start early. Come
If
in.
we're not there, stick around because we eventually will be. That's
Yeah.
like a promise, right?
True.
Because a lot of us have jobs and it's a very, I would say open flow. And you put the board up for Magma, right? Because we draw through magma.com. You put the board up pretty early, I would say.
Yeah. I put it up
Nathan, so
midnight,
loud.
Tuesday midnight.
Nathaniel. Yeah.
What up?
Tuesday on midnight, you put it
Yeah.
up? Wow.
Usually, like around midnight or usually after midnight. Yeah. I try to have it there morning of. And then the online canvas is up for about a week until I save it for the next. Until I save it for so I can edit it in and put it up as a flyer for the next week's show or event.
Derek really liked your Papa Smurf or June's. It was June's Papa Smurf X Weapon X, and then you did the Gargamel above it too.
Yeah.
Nathaniel, Stevie says IDW will expanding their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle universe starting this summer. Would you be interested in working on the Turtles if the opportunity arose?
Yeah. Do you work at IDW? Are you offering me a job? I mean, like, yeah, who wouldn't want to work on the Turtles?
You want to see more Nathaniel's turtle stuff?
Yeah, here's Sewer Boys.
You've risen me up, Erwin. You've risen me up.
Riz me up before you go.
I should just show off everyone that's in there. This is Jason.
Yeah. We're all Super Boys contributors here.
Yeah.
I forgot that we actually were told we have to wait at least after 15 to 20 minutes of being into this until we can say the F word. So let's go ahead and see who wants to say the F word. I don't know. Somebody. Okay, I'm thinking of a number. Pick a number 1 through 25. Go ahead, Philip.
Pages.
Philip, pick a number 1 through 25.
10.
All right. What's your number, Jason?
15.
All right. Nathaniel?
6.
All right. And Erwin?
23.
All right. I think Jason was the closest. I was thinking of the number 18. So, Jason, you get to say the F word. Go ahead.
I wanted to do this all night.
My goodness.
Well, now I'm nervous.
Now you're nervous.
If you need something,
now
if you
there's
need something to
pressure.
help ease the palate, there are a few pages in Sewer Boys.
Oh,
they use the
yeah.
F word extensively.
Yeah.
And they are
those are
drawn
my
by
pages.
our host.
That's
Could
true.
you pull those up and I'll do a live reading? It'll feel a little bit.
Oh, there we go.
Do you want to read it? Do you want to read your words?
Well, I don't want to take. He won
Jason won.
the thing. I don't want to
Well,
take
yeah.
that away from him. Maybe
Dumb idea. All right, I got it out of me. You go, Sean.
So this page in the comic book, there was he was looking at a letter from Shredder. This is Shredder looking at a letter from Splinter, and there was a bunch of back and forth, and I was like, literally, I could just sum this up into 4 panels, right? So I just made it where he was reading a letter from Splinter, and there's my Splinter right there, and I just said, Oroku Saki, you ain't shit. Or also known as shredded cheese, right? You shamed your family by murdering Hamada Yoshi. That was a dumb I can't say the word again because we already used it. So now I'm gonna send my boys to kick your ass. They'll come to you and murder your ass. Then you will die, and I will chop you up and put you on pizza and feed it to my boys, Splinter. So there you go, America.
I've read this, Sean. I've
We
read this note several times, and I've always was curious to see like what your interpretation of.
My interpret. Oh, there it is. There. Why have you read that so many times?
And
You
this
taking it to the bathroom at night before you go to sleep. Like,
Good reading.
oh, this is the original. Yeah, this
literature.
is the original run right here. See, there's so many more panels, and I was just like, too much. I can knock this out in 4 and just make a big splash of the letter itself.
That
And
was
it
my
looks
goal
silly.
for every page, was to put as little text on it as possible.
It's always better read that way, right? All right. So we talked about the mass cybernetics. We also talked about my thing coming up for Monstrous Inc. Um, but we should start talking about what we think we should do next, which is actually comes up pretty often in our Ink and Drink talks. I'm thinking we should probably remake another comic book. Did we have any ideas on that? Anybody?
I think that's
We should
still
probably do that.
still up for debate. We were discussing it about it on a previous Wednesday,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It's just like still kind of still all over the place. Like we haven't like settled in on like nothing's really like gotten stood out. Like everyone can get behind. So the Turtles was like once that was mentioned, like people were behind that.
Yeah, I was thinking New Fantastic Four, the one that
Yeah,
Arthur Adams did, because there's so many different characters in it, and it's pretty classic. We've talked about X-Men, right? The X-Men #1 by Jim Lee, but that's massive, but still, it's pretty classic. I don't know. You guys in the comments, if you guys could think of anything that maybe you would like to see us remake or would be interesting to see us do a take on.
It's got to be like a one shot or like a single issue or a one shot
Or a very famous, like one issue type of thing that most people are like, oh yeah. I mean, Death of Superman, but it's Dan Jurgens. Like everybody's familiar with it, but I don't know if they would run to read that.
And now that there's like other groups that are doing the same thing as well, I want to stay away from certain books. I know Eli Cosmic Line, they did their parody on Weapon X. Dave Baker who's a writer and artist.
That shitty
I think
Batman.
back in 2017 he did a shitty Watchmen.
Oh, Shitty Watchmen. That's great.
Yeah, it was like a.
Is that what it's literally called?
Yeah, it was called Shitty Watchmen, and then that was like everyone drawing. I think it was in a single day of like how like shitty could each person draw a series of pages, and what Dave's point was that you can draw it as bad as you can, but because of the format and the structure that Alan Moore and oh my god, what's the guy's name? Gibbons. Thank you. That Dave Gibbons did, the story is still readable, even without dialogue. Some people didn't even put dialogue. And then Dave did a semi-sequel to that called Shitty Dark Knight, which they did Frank Miller. They did the whole Frank Miller story.
Wow.
But again, like it wasn't a remix, so there wasn't multiple pages. So it was like one for one remake page. I was also a part of that as well. I have 2 of the pages, and that again was like, how badly can you draw those pages but still have it made out? I did mine on 8.5 by 11, 2 pages per sheet, and
wow.
As far as the dialogue goes, I just took like one or two words from each group of text
Yeah.
that conveyed what the dialogue was about.
Yeah.
This is the when Joker was in the doing David Letterman.
Yeah, I remember, dude,
Oh, yeah.
there were so many panels for some of those pages, and I was just like, why there's so many panels?
Yeah.
And you really accentuated the blacks and
Yeah, I just
simplified
stripped it
the line
down
art.
black, and then just the gestural line. I drew this upside down and kind of blonde contour. I was peeking a little bit, but I tried to just not stare at the page.
Wow.
And you should do that G.I. Joe silent issue. That is an idea. That is an idea.
I don't know if I'm
Interesting.
familiar. Yeah, too interesting. You're getting their brains moving there, Derek. Or 1963 annual. What the unofficial 1963 annual?
Yeah. I think they were trying. What's the guy's name? Was trying to do that. The Megaton guy. I don't know.
X amount of comics. What? I don't know. 1963. What? I don't know what that is.
It was Image's version of. It was like their homage to Marvel and old comics, but they would do that style, and then it was supposed to loop into the 90s. The storyline was supposed to loop into the 90s to 1993, and be part of the Image continuity.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Guys, we have 7 minutes left till 9.
Place them bids.
Let's. You know what? I think first we need to do the giveaways, right? Because we got like 7 minutes. So let's go ahead and do the giveaways now. Again, post it. #EXP Ink and Drink. And I'll give you about a minute to do that, I guess, if you haven't done it. Let's see. Like at 55, we'll go ahead and run this little baby right here. But it's great to have all you guys on. Always interesting to see you guys work by hand. When I usually see everybody here draw, it's usually on Magma, which you just see the drawing as it happens, but I don't get to see your hands, and I don't get to see like the pins and whatnot that you use to work on it. And now seeing it here is pretty phenomenal, and you can see everybody's techniques and things like that. Yeah, Erwin, that one, the one right there, yeah, I took that to Hawaii with me. That it was a sticker, and I put that on somebody's. Yeah, I put this on a random person's refrigerator. So they're like, yeah. I think I saw them again like last year, and they're like, "Oh, that was you?" I was like, "Yeah, that was me. That was me." Okay, it's 8:55. Let's run it. Let's see who wins what. Go for it, JD. All right. And this one is for Steve. Let's say that one is for the Gangster Boys. You'll be getting Erwin's book.
Thank you, Steve.
So,
congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Cool. All right, let's run it again, buddy. All right. Okay. Kenneth, you've won Jason's print of Bart Simpson. It's really cool. Let's do that.
Awesome.
All right.
Congrats,
Congratulations to that. And now the final one is going to be the art envelope from Nathaniel. Let's run it. JG.
JG.
You get to find out Nathaniel's address and get some artwork from him.
Yeah.
JG, are you in the chat?
JG, welcome to the chat. There you go. All right. So we only have a few more minutes left here.
Congrats, JG.
4. And if you haven't bid, now's the time to bid. Let's run through it real quick. We got Irwin's, which is, yep. You got She-Hulk, and then also this cool Japanese one. Now someone's bid on the She-Hulk. I think it was Stevie. And then next we have Nathaniel. Nathaniel right here with Kang. And he has some other art. Oh, sorry, Krang. Kang, different characters. And that's 65. Try to bid on that. And then we have Phillips right here with Deadpool. Boom, baby. Look how beautiful that is. And that's going for 65. And then finally, we have Jason with his Cammy. And I think that's going for 50. And he has the other two pieces, which are Blob and also Weapon X, that are also going for 50. And then finally, we have me. Vampire Hunter D for 50. And then we have my other three pieces. Stevie's got this one. All right. Then we have Fantasy Girl. And then we got Red Line Drawing for 100. Fantasy Girl's like 60. Okay. That's pretty much it. Everybody try to make your final bids within the next 2 minutes. Next week, we're going to have Mel and Mog back. I won't be back because I've been doing 4 weeks straight. Thanks for everybody who has bought stuff for me and other artists that are on here as well. And when they're back, they're going to have Fang on and also another wonderful person who I can't remember the name. Let me go see if I can find it. Ruben Nakera, Nakera. They always give me the names, but they don't give me the way to pronounce them. So I'm always going to make that mistake. I don't know. All right. So let's go ahead and get those bids in. And let's see here. I hear Vampire Hunter D likes to share his pistachios. And the experience literally said, would you like to taste these nuts? Well, it's good to know that the company backing this has a sense of humor. Got 1 minute left. Stevie's put in 50 for the She-Hulk. Nobody's really bid on much else because there's 4 people out there. I don't know. Whatever. We only have a few minutes left and I'm just trying to run it out. But again, if you guys want to buy them later, go ahead and hit us up on Instagram. All of us are on there. And yeah, we appreciate everybody being here. Have a great night. Good job, everybody. Love you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form.